Hey guys, Randy here with RM Reef Creations, and we're at a low tide today. Really excited because we haven't had a good low tide in a while. It's not a negative tide today, but it's low enough to where we can get out there and see some stuff. So I'm gonna get out there, walking along the seawall right now, and here you go. So you can see the tide's falling currently. It's 8 a.m. and the peak of low tide is gonna be right at, I think, 8:57 a.m. So we're getting out here just in time as it's falling. Hopefully we can get far enough out to find some corals or some anemones and things like that to look at. So yeah, I'm super excited because it's been raining for weeks and I've been really wanting to get another video out for you guys. So here we go. All right, just made it down the stairs and already you can see some little fish down here. We actually have species of mud skipper here too, and that's a mud skipper that was just skipping across the water. He's on that rock over there. Let's see if I can, there he is on that rock. Really, really cool to see some mud skippers out here. It's really neat. And then in this pool, there's some other fish moving around. Those are gobies and blennies. Really common fish here in the mangrove area. So really, really cool. And as you can see, all the mangrove roots. Really neat. All right, let's keep walking and see what we can find. We're gonna have to walk a little ways out to find corals and anemones. I got a video I'm getting ready to post, guys, that I don't know if it'll go up before this one or after this one, but I came out here the other day and set a trap, an umbrella trap, and the outcome was really, really cool. So I'm excited for you guys to see that. So make sure you check out that video as well. And there are just fish swimming everywhere. Everywhere. Most of them, again, are blennies and gobies. As you can see right now, I'm walking through what I call the grassy flats. And that's how this terrain is out here. It'll go from grassy flats to rocks here and there, and it just keeps changing as you go out. But we're able to walk out really, really far on low tides in this area particularly. Really like coming to this area. I haven't been in a while, but hopefully we can find some good stuff. I've seen some really cool corals out here, torch colonies, lobos, you know, of course favias are everywhere here. I've even found zoas out here, which zoas are far and few between for me for where I go. I know on some of the other islands and some other areas on this island, people find a lot of zoas. There's a really nice piece of sargassum right there. There's sargassum. And sometimes you have little fish hiding in those. I'm praying for the day that I can find a sargassum anglerfish hiding in the sargassum. But every now and then you can find something hiding in it. It doesn't look like today. Every now and then you might find seahorses too, which is kind of cool. That would be really cool to see some seahorses. Oh, there's a nice little serpent starfish. Those serpent stars are really, really cool. They're fun to have in an aquarium. They're fun to watch. And he's like, get away from me. I'm going back in his hole right now. But serpent stars are really good scavengers. They come out and scavenge as the tide falls and the tide rises. There's another one right here in the grass. And basically they stretch out their arms and just try to grab anything they can. Little particles of food coming through. I'm just gonna take my time walking through here because you never know what you're gonna see. Lots of starfish though. These serpent starfish are everywhere. And you know, when the tide's up high, you won't find them. They're tucked way down in the rocks. And here, this goes to show you what they can tuck down into. I mean, that's a decent sized starfish and he's tucked all the way into that small little hole. So it's pretty amazing. Like when you have serpent starfish in an aquarium, if you have a lot of rock work, it's very rare that you'll get to see them. Really cool. Because they are just so good at hiding. I mean, they're everywhere here. Everywhere, guys. Really, really cool. Some more over here. So basically every little nook and cranny that you can find, you're gonna find, here's something really, really cool. Sorry, I got sidetracked. So this is the type of sea slug right here. This little guy right here. That's a type of sea slug. That's a sea slug. That's a sea slug. That's one over there. That's one right there. So these guys come out at low tide and they feed on all kinds of little macroalgae and things like that. They're really, really cool. Really, really neat. You see these little eyes poking out right here. That's their eyes, and they're like, oh, we're running away. Going back down in their holes. And this guy's coming right for us though. Let me get that to focus better. There we go. He's coming right for us. How cool is that? So awesome. These guys are really, really neat. Now this particular species, and this guy's coming for us too. This particular species, I've tried to keep in an aquarium before, but they want to leave the aquarium as much as possible. So they really enjoy being out of the water because that's when they're used to feeding. And they're really hard to keep in an aquarium to keep happy. Oh, there was a little crab there. I was gonna grab him, but he went down in a hole. All right, let's keep looking. Oh, here's another pile of these sea slugs. And I'll look up the scientific name on these. I do not remember off the top of my head. I know I believe they're a species of sea hare, I'm not sure. But they do eat macroalgae and things of that nature. Really, really cool. There's a group of them right here. Move pretty fast for little slugs. That's really interesting. A really cool shrimp. These guys are really neat. I actually have one of these in my nano tank, and look at that, guys. So I believe this is a species of camel shrimp. I'm not 100% sure on that, but they're really, really cool. The one I have in my little nano reef, he gets excited every time I put pellets in the reef. He comes out and grabs pellets with his little hands, or claws rather. So they're really, really, really neat. Fun to watch. That's really cool. And these guys come in all different colors and patterns, and I mean there's pink ones. You can find all different really cool serpent stars. Really, really neat. Ooh, here's a really pretty long spine black urchin. Black long spine urchin. Oh, and there's a little sea slug right below him cruising around. So that's a long spine black urchin right there. And then you got this little sea slug cruising around right here, right next to him. And then we've got serpent stars in here, and I saw a little goby darting around. And here he is right here. Little tiny fish right here. Oh, and there he goes. So you see just this little pool right here exploding with life. I mean, just exploding with life. It's so, so much fun. Oh, guys, we got a really cool Medusa worm. Super cool Medusa worm. Look at the colors on that guy. And this is just a little baby one. This guy's really, really cool. And as you can see, he's got his tentacles out right there. He'll actually pick up sand, all kinds of stuff with his tentacles and run it through his body. And that's how they collect nutrients and food. This guy's really, really cool. That's a very cool Medusa worm. And as I said before, these guys come in all different shapes and colors. They're so neat. So, so neat. There's a little rock boring urchin. Now these rock boring urchins, a lot of these holes and canals you see in these rocks, believe it or not, these rock boring urchins will create that. They actually bore through the rocks. They have really, really strong teeth, and they work their way through rocks. It's a really, really cool urchin. Very cool urchin. All right. Let's see if we can get out here to some corals. Keep getting distracted. What we got here, guys? So, if you guys saw my other video, this is moon snail eggs right here. That's a moon snail egg collar. That's how they lay their eggs. They actually weave them into the sand. So the sand is like a protector of the eggs. Really, really cool. Oh, cool find, guys. All right, so this is a box crab, also known as a shamefaced crab. These guys are really, really cool. And they're called a shamefaced crab because they'll put their oh, come here, buddy. they'll put their claws up in front of their face. See how they're just like that. So that's why they're called a shame-faced crab. That's like their nickname, but this is a type of box crab. These guys are really cool. They usually stay burrowed down in the sand and come out looking for food, and then they'll shimmy back down into the sand. Really, really cool, guys. Really neat crab. Go, bud. And now he's trying to work his way down in the sand and hide from me. But there he goes. Disappearing into the sand. Super cool. Looks like a blenny over there. It's either a blenny or a goby. See him hiding right there. Looks like a stick. Really pretty fish. Gobies and blennies are really cool fish in the hobby. They're perchers. They like to perch on things. They have really cool personalities. Some of your gobies or sand sifters, they'll actually help keep your sand bed clean, which is really neat. And blennies usually like perch on rocks and on corals and kind of claim a little area in the tank. And they're just ornery little guys. They're really neat though. They're not very temperamental. You can pretty much keep them with anything. And just really a fun species of fish to watch. There's another rock boring urchin. As you can see, he's taken his time and lived in this rock for quite some time. And this is the canal he has dug into this rock. It's incredible that that little creature can do that. Really, really, really cool. I saw some big favia right here, all opened up, looking really, really pretty, feeding. And this brain over here is just gorgeous, and it is completely opened up. All the polyps are out, and that's a brain coral. Really, really pretty brain. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Anemone right here looks like a little maxi carpet anemone, and it is. So this is a tiny little carpet anemone. You see, he's very sticky, stuck to my finger. Look at that. So he's trying to sting me right now. But these guys will foot way down in holes in rocks. So he's got a good little hole right there, and that's called a mini maxi carpet anemone. They don't get much bigger than that. A little bit bigger, but not too much bigger. That's a cool find. Those are pretty. All right, wind let up a little bit. Let's walk out here to these rocks and see what's around these rocks out here. Usually around rocks like that, you find a nice tidal pool. Well, what would be a tidal pool at negative tide. And you usually find some cool corals. Ooh, a mantis shrimp, guys. Peacock mantis shrimp. OMG. That's him right there, that dark spot right there. Try to keep my shadow out of the view. Oh, boom, gone into a hole. Dang it, I wanted to show you guys that. Peacock mantis shrimp are so, so cool. And there are so many of them here. I mean, they're everywhere. Fortunately, the water's super high. But I see a massive pillow starfish, completely inflated. Oh my God, look at him. Oh my God. Look at that. Guys, holy moly. He's gorgeous. Take a look at this, guys. Oh, and he is completely inflated. I'm not gonna take him out of the water. Look at that. That is super freaking cool. I love these things. Called cushion starfish or pillow starfish. Just beautiful. Look at the purple and orange. Ah, amazing creatures. Amazing. So he's completely inflated with water. That is so neat. Here's a soft coral, guys. This is a leather coral. It's got all its polyps out. These are really, really pretty. This is actually what we call a toadstool leather coral or softy in the hobby. But these are all its polyps right here. And if you kind of tickle them, tickle a little bit, you'll see all the polyps starting to close up. Really cool corals. They actually feel like a piece of leather. They're carpet anemone, a maxi carpet, which is a small carpet anemone right here, guys. Carpet anemones are really neat. They typically lay out flat on the bottom of the seafloor, wherever they are, on a rock, on the seafloor. They lay out flat and stretch out. And, you know, anemones are photosynthetic as well as they do eat as well. So they lay out flat to collect any food and collect as much sun rays as they can. But yeah, that's a really pretty one right there. Really pretty maxi carpet. Oh, we got a blue Linkia starfish. Everybody loves these because they're blue and super pretty. Look at that guy. Really pretty starfish. Get him right back where he was. Check it out, guys. We got a horned sea star. So horned sea stars are really, really pretty, really cool. They come in a lot of different colors, but they always have these really pronounced horns on them. Now, they are not reef safe. They do eat corals, they eat anemones, things of that nature. So you don't want them in a reef tank, but they're great for fowler tanks or predator tanks. Really cool. Found a really cool nudibranch right down there. I'm gonna pick them up so you guys can get a better look at them. Really, really cool type of sea slug slash nudibranch. This is a nudibranch species, I believe. And I don't remember the name off the top of my head. Maybe a type of elegant, I'm not sure. But these guys are really, really cool. And they eat all kinds of different stuff. It depends on the species. Some eat coral polyps, some eat algae, some eat sponges, tunicates, all different kinds of stuff. And they typically turn into the color of whatever they eat, which is kind of interesting. Really interesting. And there he is. He'll foot back down. Thought that was really cool. Had to show you guys that. All right, guys. So I just came upon a symbiotic relationship in the ocean, and it's a pistol shrimp and goby pair. So they have a hole. Here comes the pistol shrimp, bringing out some sand, and that's the goby. That white line you see, grayish white line. That's the goby. So these are called watchman gobies, and they stand watch while the pistol shrimp creates a home for them. The pistol shrimp can't see very well, and that's why they pair together. But the pistol shrimp has one big claw, one small claw. The big claw shoots water, a stream of water, like as strong as a 22 caliber pistol, or as fast as a 22 caliber pistol. Really, really cool. Really neat to see the symbiotic relationships that are in the ocean. This just happens to be one of the really cool ones, and you can see them together right now. Really, really cool. Pretty awesome to see. All right, guys, I finally did it. I caught a mantis shrimp for you. I'm gonna try not to get punched by him because they hurt. And this is a peacock mantis shrimp. I'm trying to get a good light here so you can see them. They are really, really pretty. Strongest punch in the animal kingdom. When these guys are full grown, they can punch through a glass aquarium. They're unbelievable. Unbelievable. And the colors are just really, really pretty. The very back of the tail is a lot of red. They've got purple in them, blues, but they have these big clubs on the front. I'm trying to show you without getting punched, because it doesn't feel good. I've got punched before. He's all caught in the net. There we go. So he's got these, he's gonna keep trying to hide. He's got these clubs right on the front. Right there, his arms. Hold on, not focusing. There, he's got these clubs right there, and that's what he uses to punch, to break open seashells, you know, like clams and mussels and crabs and shrimp, and he just keeps punching until they're dead or opened up, and then he eats them. Pretty amazing, and they live in holes in the sand. They're under rocks. But there you go, there's a peacock mantis shrimp in the wild. Very, very cool. Hey guys, Randy here from RM Reef Creations, and I just wanted to thank you guys for coming out on yet another tide pooling adventure with me. As I said in the video before, there's going to be a lot of videos of tide pooling, a lot of videos of home reef aquariums, a lot of videos of Filipino culture, and all the things I experienced here in the Philippines as an American living in the Philippines. As well as we're going to do some jungle videos, some freshwater videos, chasing down some freshwater fish. There's actually wild arowanas here in the rivers and lakes, so that's going to be cool to find. Anyways, just want to say I thank you and I appreciate you guys, all of you that follow me on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and now YouTube. I appreciate all of you, and thank you very much, and I hope to keep bringing you some awesome content, keep showing you guys stuff that people don't get to see every day. Yeah, thanks guys.